Today is Monday, June 1st, 2026. It's around 10 o'clock in the morning, and we are out at Pond of Safety. The road just opened a couple days ago, I think, and I would say it's in okay shape for a lot of it. Near the end, there's actually a sign that says caution, high clearance vehicles only after this point. And I mean, I guess, I think you could do it if you were a little bit daring with a sedan or something, but they don't want you to do that. Okay, so we are gonna go out today. The pond is right down here, so I think we're gonna walk down and look at the pond just to look. It's nice, we've been here before. And then we're gonna hit Pond Hill, which is on the 500 highest. It's actually number 214, so on the list I have. So it's relatively high, but it's not a big bushwhack because I guess we're already pretty high. And I think it's like less than a mile, or about a mile each way through good woods. So we're gonna go do that. And then on our way in, we came up the north side of Ingerson Road and we checked where the Priscilla Brook abandoned trail is for doing Mount Pliny, and it is still posted. And also the reports don't sound great going up there. So we're going to drive back out on Pond of Safety Road and stop at a, it shows up on Gaia as like a forest road, or I don't know, looks like those dash lines they use for like snowmobile trails or something like that. I looked on Google Earth, it's very clear that it is a road. And so we're gonna park there and take that up. It will take us up the east side of Pliny, a lot of the way. And then we'll have to bushwhack from there. So there's a way down here.
That's it right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
No, it's like a real trail. Is this it? This is not it. No, it might be over there. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go down and look at the, what's that thing called? The Pond of Safety. Let's go check it out. This is Pond of Safety, and this is Pond Hill, where we're headed. We are in our little final climb, but we're on a road here. Well, we're not on it, we're crossing it. There have been so many skidder roads out here. Of course, none of them are going up to the summit. But the woods are good.
Did you stay on the road or?
No, because it's not going to go to the summit. Yeah, there were a couple trees that had blue blazes, so that was weird. Okay, we're pretty close now. I just hit a mile, so we're really rather close. So we're up like on a flat area, and there's a little bump that's going to have the canister on it. So we've been on this little road here. There's just roads everywhere. And now we're gonna head off. And we should be right at it almost. I believe it's a red canister, which I think indicates that somebody finished their 500 highest on this. You see it? Yay. I am at, let's see, 52 minutes in, 1.35. Okay. And things are blooming really late up here. So we've got, they're not even open yet. Where is it? Spring Beauty, Claytonia virginiensis, I think. Not even open. We have lots of red trillium blooming. I haven't seen any painted trillium. Oh yeah, I see it too. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so this is the canister. It's kind of small. It has a lid that is different. It doesn't screw off, so that's kind of nice. It probably doesn't get stuck, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
The book is relatively new. I think there's only 2 pages of sign-ins on it, and nobody from this year yet. Black flies. I don't know if you can see them. They're swarming John. They're swarming me too. We've got a couple woodpeckers up here going to town. And look at how open it is. Yes. All right, we're gonna head down and drive over and do Pliny.
Yeah.
That's our plan.
That's good.
I hope Pliny's as easy. It won't be, but maybe it won't be too bad though, coming from the side we're gonna do. Could not find any reports of people coming from the pond of safety side, so I should let John go because I don't know where we're going.
Huh? Okay.
You can lead the way.
I thought
We're almost done. This is the pond through the trees, and the beginning of the route we took was to, there's a trail, and you park in the parking area, and then there'll be like a sign. If you go that way, it will take you, a sharp right turn will take you down to the pond, and then the trail is kind of ending there, but it's on an old forest road, so we just took the forest road up for a few tenths, and this is that forest road. We're back on it. Ooh, right back to the car shortly. That was pretty straightforward. Black flies are back. We had a nice reprieve yesterday, but the mosquitoes are also out. And there's the water down here. Okay, so now it's gonna be, I don't know, a little over 2.5 miles for this. Took us about, we're not done yet, but it's gonna be like an hour and 40, hour and 45. And then I think we're gonna drive over to the start of our next hike and have lunch as we start hiking on that. And that should be hopefully a pretty good road to hike up, like a logging road for quite a ways. And then we'll have to, I mean, Pliny is quite steep if you look all the way around it. So we're gonna have to do the bulk of the climb at the end on the pure bushwhack, but that's okay. Oh, this will show you. This is back at the car now. So this is the path down right here, and it goes around the corner. There's a bench, actually not very far down, and then there's another bench. I don't know if they want people to, I mean, you can boat in there, so you have to get your boat down there. You got to carry your boat or use a set of wheels. No storage of boats. No camping, no fires, no garbage can. Okay. Yay, that was not bad at all. Pond Hill. Done. All right, it's about 1:15 here, and we are this arrow, and we came from Pond of Safety, which is over here. This was our track for Pond Hill. We're gonna go up this, I don't know if I can make it bigger and have it show. We're gonna go up that road there. I could see it on Google Maps. It ends pretty high up, and then from there, we gotta get up Pliny, and you can see there's some slope angle stuff, and it's quite steep however you go. Straight line from the end of that road to here is 0.6 miles and almost 1,000 feet of gain. So we'll see how it is. I'm gonna pop out of the car and I'll show you what it looks like where we parked. Okay, so this is Pond of Safety is up this way. This is where we're gonna head in. There's some rocks blocking it. And then this is the way out to Ingerson Road. A couple dark clouds around. I don't think it's anything though. Right there. All right, we're gonna head out. Wish us luck. We're about 4/10 of a mile up now. This is just along the ridge from Wambeck, heading towards the Weeks, and Pliny is gonna be over here. And this is like a log landing. There's all kinds of lupins getting ready to bloom out here along the road. So far, it doesn't look the way I expected it to look based on Google Earth. It's much more overgrown, but it's not terribly overgrown yet. And it is quick going. so far. There's Pliny. We're still taking this road. This area back here is like a landing, a log landing. We've got some rhodora blooming right here. I'm three-quarters of a mile in. White-throated sparrow calling. All right. So far, so good. Plenty of evidence of moose sign. We also walked by a small pond on the right, which was kind of picturesque. We are a mile in now, and believe it or not, the road comes to a T here. So there should be one that goes off somewhere this way. That's Pliny right there. And then we've got this. Don't know why. And our road is going to go up and around. How weird, huh? We are 1 2/3 miles up the road. It's quite overgrown now with young trees. Looking back, we have a view to the presidentials with some snow. This is Pliny right here. And this is what we're going through right now, maples. Looks like the woods on either side, though, are pretty good. So we'll see. I think instead of going straight for the summit, we're going to try to continue up the ridge. But we'll see what it's like. I'm kind of looking forward to getting off this road now, though, because it's pretty overgrown. Easy to follow, though, and good footing. Our road ended at about 2 miles exactly. And now we've decided to just kind of head straight for the summit. And I have to say, the woods are okay. So far, they've been really good. I gotta get over this blowdown though. But we've had a couple little stream crossings, wet areas. But, geez, that just means you don't have to carry a lot of water. Here's another crossing right here. Sorry if I'm looking all around. That looks like lovely open woods right there. All right. Yay. So far, so good. Less than 1/4 of a mile from the summit now. Straight lining it, which is what we're doing. It's been pretty steep. Right behind John there. It's really rather steep. And over on this side, there's like big rock. I think the slope angle was kind of orangey red in that area. Okay. There's quite a few voids in this area because it feels like the whole cone is like rock that tumbled down and then everything kind of grew up around it. So there's like lots of voids. We are about 0.15 from the summit. We just came up quite a bit of steep, but now we're definitely into a winter moose habitat here. And actually, even on the really steep stuff, you can still see evidence of moose. So maybe in the winter, when all those voids are covered with snow, it's less of an issue for them. But yeah, the woods have been really quite good. I'm quite excited about that. We're almost there. Up at the summit of Pliny. It's one of the New Hampshire 100 highest. I thought it would have a canister. It does not have a canister, apparently. It has a slightly damp book. Actually, it's quite damp, but it still can be written in. And as far as I can tell, nobody came up here last year at all. There's a couple sign-ins at the back of the book, but they're from 2023 and early 2024. Last sign-in was Chantal and Lauren, 2 people that we hike with. So that's pretty neat. And it's just in a jar, sitting on a old blowdown. It was sitting right there. I think we'll put it upside down because it is quite wet inside. And we have obstructed views around, but yeah, lots and lots of moose activity up on this summit area that's relatively flat. All right, that wasn't bad at all. I'm kind of glad that we couldn't take the abandoned Priscilla Brook Trail, because I hear that's terrible. Okay, we're gonna head back down steeply and then over to we're gonna go out the same way we came in, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at the map.
So we're definitely gonna pick up that logging road again. That was really fast going. We did 2 miles on there in like, I don't know, 48 minutes or something. It was good.
Fast.
Coming down a slightly more northerly track, and we've just encountered this. Part of a moose skull, I guess. All right. So the way we came back down was, I would say it was less steep than the way we went up.
Yeah.
And it was much more hobble bush, but the footing had less voids. So I'm happy with the way we went up. I thought that was good. And I'm happy with the way we were coming down. We just crossed water. I can still hear it. We might have to cross more. I don't know.
That way to the road.
Yep, we're kind of swinging around to meet up with the road instead of, which was our original plan to come up this way. I'm kind of glad we didn't, because there was a lot of hobble bush, but not so bad going down through it. More hobble bush right here. We're just about to junction back up with the very end of that road, and we have a view. Look at that.
Nice.
How awesome is that? I believe that would be Adams right there and King Ravine. Or maybe the other ravine, Castle Ravine. I'm pretty sure. All right. And as you can see, maybe this is
There's a corridor.
kind of stuff is a corridor. This is the very end of that road. Okay, we're gonna have to push through a little bit, maybe. I mean, we followed a herd path from a moose, an actual herd path. There's our view. And there's Jefferson coming into view now. We are on the road now, and kind of in the area where I shot coming up, that was all maples. And there's a view out, and there's a ski area. I said, what the heck is that? This is, okay, so behind the trees here are the presidentials over in this. So there's snow on that, which I think is, I don't know what that is. I think it's Washington. Can't tell. And then Dartmouth and Deception. And over here, Zealand is sticking up. And the ski area is actually Bretton Woods, so it's Mount Rosebrook and all that stuff. And then the Twins are back here, and this is Franconia Ridge. I'm gonna zoom in on that. There you have it. Okay, we're gonna keep moving because the black flies are swarming right now. We are coming down to the home stretch now. So that's Jefferson. And then this is Sam Adams right there. We've had better views definitely coming down than heading up. Heading up, you basically can see Pliny and sometimes the side of the, I guess it's the side of Wambeck and maybe the Weeks. But coming down, you can see we had a view to the Crescents earlier. We had a view looking over to Franconia Ridge, all the way around to the southern presidentials. And now, just a little bit back, we had Adams and Madison. It's been pretty nice. Road is less overgrown down here too, which is nice. And I have had some ticks on me. Definitely tick season. I recommend long pants just because there's a lot of overgrown stuff. And there are some raspberries up near the summit. So if you come later in the season, be aware of that. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be around 5.5 miles for this, maybe a little bit more. It was much easier than I thought it would be, so that's good. This road has been a godsend. And then the route that we went up, which was basically just shooting straight for the summit from the end of the road, was pretty steep, but not really any hobble bush in there. It was just steep with voids, so it was a little bit slow going. But coming back down, we purposely swung more northerly to avoid that, and we got into better footing but more hobble bush, which I was happy with. I was okay with that. And you gotta pick your poison sometimes, and that worked out well for us. All right, so this was Mount Pliny on the New Hampshire 100 highest.